I'm going to challenge you to spend absolutely nothing, not $1, and still completely transform your outdoor space. No store runs, no online orders, just you, your backyard, and 7 hacks that most people walk past every single day without ever seeing the potential. Look around your backyard right now. What do you see? Fallen branches? A pile of rocks. Dead leaves collecting in the corners. An old, rotting stump that you have been meaning to deal with for years. Most people look at all of that and see a mess, a chore, something to clean up and throw away. But today, I am going to show you something that is going to completely change the way you see your outdoor space forever. Every single thing I just described, the branches, the rocks, the leaves, the stump, is not trash. It is raw material. It is free landscaping waiting to happen. And in the next few minutes, I am going to walk you through 7 incredibly simple hacks that transform all of that overlooked backyard material into a yard that looks designed, intentional, and genuinely beautiful. No trips to the garden store, no tools you do not already own, no budget required whatsoever. Just 7 practical ideas that work in any yard, any size, any season. I have used every single one of these hacks myself. They cost me nothing and changed everything about how my outdoor space looks and feels. And by the end of this video, you are going to walk outside and look at your yard in a completely different way because you are going to see potential everywhere you used to see problems. Let us get into it. Hack number 1 starts right now.
Hack number 1. Turn fallen branches into a free garden border. Every windy day, your yard is covered in fallen branches, and most people just throw them away. Big mistake. Those branches are actually a free garden border waiting to happen. Here is exactly what you do. Walk your yard and collect branches that are roughly the same thickness, about thumb width is perfect. Clear the edge of any garden bed and start pressing those sticks vertically into the soil, side by side, tightly packed together. Keep pushing them down until they stand on their own. Work your way along the entire border. What you end up with is a clean, structured, rustic edge that looks completely intentional and designed. It stops soil from washing out, keeps mulch in place, and defines your garden beautifully. Thicker logs can even be sliced into flat rounds and used as stepping stones. Totally free, incredibly effective. Hack number 2. Use rocks and stones to build a zero-cost pathway. Every yard has rocks hiding somewhere, along the fence line, buried in the soil, scattered in corners nobody looks at. Today, those rocks become your pathway. Start by deciding where foot traffic naturally wants to go in your yard. Mark that line. Then dig up every rock and stone you can find across your property. Lay them out along your marked path in a stepping stone pattern, spacing each one about 1 comfortable stride apart. Before placing each stone, flatten the ground underneath, remove any grass, and set the rock level so it does not wobble. Fill gaps between stones with loose dirt or encourage moss to grow in between for a lush, natural look. This pathway stops muddy tracks from forming, guides guests through your yard beautifully, and costs you absolutely nothing. Rocks you once tripped over are now a feature people compliment.
Hack 3. Make free mulch from dead leaves and grass clippings. Every autumn, people stuff bags full of leaves and drag them to the curb. They are literally throwing away the best free mulch on the planet. Stop doing that immediately. Instead, rake your leaves directly into your garden beds and spread them 2 to 3 inches thick around your plants. If you want a finer texture, run your lawnmower over a pile of dry leaves first to shred them down. Mix those shredded leaves with dried grass clippings from your next mow, and you have a premium mulch blend that any garden store would charge serious money for. This mulch suppresses weeds naturally, locks moisture into the soil so you water less, and slowly breaks down over months into rich, organic compost that feeds your plants from below. Your yard is producing this material constantly. You just have to stop throwing it away. Hack 4. Transform a dead tree stump into a planter. If you have an old stump sitting in your yard, you are looking at the most unique free planter in your entire neighborhood. Here's how to use it. First, check how soft the wood is. Older stumps are often partially rotted and easy to work with. Use a basic tool or even dig by hand to hollow out the center, creating a bold shape deep enough to hold soil. Collect rich, dark soil from the most fertile corner of your yard and fill that hollow completely. Now plant directly inside. Trailing flowers, herbs, or colorful vines all work beautifully. Water it like any other pot. Over time, the stump continues to rot underneath, feeding your plants naturally with nutrients from the decomposing wood. What was once an ugly leftover problem in your yard becomes the first thing every single visitor notices and comments on. Pure transformation, zero cost.
Hack number 5. Create garden bed edges using pine cones. If you have any pine trees nearby, look down. The ground is covered in free landscaping material. Pine cones are one of the most underused backyard resources that exist. Collect as many as you can carry and bring them to any garden bed that needs definition. Place them tightly along the outer edge of the bed, pressing the base of each pine cone slightly into the soil so they grip and stay in position. Angle them slightly outward for the best look. Pack them close together so no gaps show, and you have a textured, layered, completely natural-looking border that costs nothing. Beyond looking great, pine cones actually help repel certain garden pests, allow rainwater to pass through easily, and slowly break down into the soil over time, adding organic matter. When they eventually decompose, just collect more from the ground. The supply is completely unlimited and always free. Hack number 6. Build a compost corner using only yard waste. Pick the least visible corner of your yard, and you are about to turn it into a machine that produces free fertilizer forever. Collect long, straight branches and push them into the ground in a 3-sided square shape to create your enclosure walls. Weave smaller sticks horizontally between them to hold the structure together, or simply stack flat rocks in 3 walls if you prefer. Now start filling it. Layer brown material first, dead leaves, dry twigs, cardboard from the house. Then add a green layer, fresh grass clippings, vegetable scraps from the kitchen, green plant trimmings. Keep alternating those layers and give it a quick mix every few days. Within a few weeks, the bottom starts turning into dark, rich, crumbly compost that replaces every bag of fertilizer you would ever buy. This corner works quietly on its own and never stops producing.
Hack number 7. Use sand or dry dirt to level and redesign lawn areas. Uneven ground makes even a well-maintained yard look messy and neglected. The fix costs nothing when you use what your yard already has. Find an underused area, maybe behind a shed, under a dense tree where grass never grows anyway, or along a back fence line, and dig up the dry, sandy soil from there. Carry it in a bucket to whatever low spots, sunken patches, or uneven areas are bothering you across your yard. Pour the soil in, spread it evenly with your hands or a flat board, and tamp it down firmly with your foot. Repeat until the surface is level and smooth. You can then overseed these areas by pulling healthy grass runners from thick patches elsewhere in your lawn and pressing them in. Reshaping your ground level completely changes how your entire yard feels and flows, and every bit of material came straight from the ground beneath your feet. Now here is your challenge. Pick just one hack from this video. Just one. Go outside today, look at your yard with fresh eyes, and start. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need a free weekend. You just need 30 minutes and the willingness to begin. Share your results in the comments below. I want to see exactly what you create from nothing. If this video opened your eyes to what your backyard is really capable of, hit that like button right now because it helps this video reach someone else who needs to see it. Subscribe if you are new here because every single week we bring you high-value ideas that cost you as little as possible and deliver as much as possible. And if you know someone with a yard that needs help and an empty wallet to match, share this video with them right now. It might be exactly what they needed to see today. The best time to start was last season. The second best time is right now. Get outside and get to work.